Watching things if they did. So many screams on tonight's second feature. Attack of the Beast Creatures on the Drive-In Asylum double feature. That was a rhyme time. Yeah, it's just me. What do you know? Jennifer could only do the first segment, and Sam is running late for the second segment. So you guys are stuck with me solo for a while. That's why I didn't come back right away, because I was racing to put together a little last minute presentation for you guys. Something to talk about instead of just talking about this movie, which I really only saw for the first time not too long ago, and I don't really have that much to say about it. At least not right now. So instead, I came up with the idea. I pulled some ads for some movies that are kind of strange, obscure retitles of things. And you know how much I love retitles. Like, that's sort of like the reason I exist. So I sought out some of the more obscure retitles to share with you guys to talk about. Welcome back to everyone, by the way. The chat is very active right now, which makes me very happy. And it looks like Doug Sr.'s in the chat. Hi, Doug. I saw you in the last one. Thanks for hanging out with us. Daryl and Tim. Roger, thanks for the whiskey. Vince, how you doing? And Mike Justice. That island was of terror, right? Ed Mikowski and Nora. Thanks for sponsoring, Nora. It was, I'm sorry, not Nora, Beth Waldron. Nora was last week. Beth Waldron and Tim Hemphill and Jennifer Upton contributed. If you would like to sponsor the Drive-In Asylum double feature, just send a small donation. A couple bucks, $3, $4. We're not talking high stakes here. But there are costs associated with the show. So if you could help defray some of that, that'd be awesome. Send a donation via PayPal to groovydoom@gmail.com. And you'll see little flashing ads to remind you to. By the way, click like if you're thinking about it. Hope you like the show, and would love it if you would just hit that like button. Really helps get the show out there. And I am having my own little private party here with this Kentucky gentleman that Roger Braden gave me at the Monster-Rama. Love it. And right away, my images are not loading the way they should. Now I have to thank my lucky stars, because we usually have all sorts of bugs on the show. And tonight we've been doing pretty good. Okay, here we go. We got some action. Here, let's pause this. And okay, so the first one I pulled up was Mountaintop Motel, which is a very, very strange movie. I absolutely love it. And, Jim McCullough did this one. And it stars Bill Thurman, one of my faves. He's not quite Aldo Ray, but he's approaching Aldo Ray for me. And this is, of course, the one that later became known as Mountaintop Motel Massacre. But you may not know, it had an earlier incarnation as just Mountaintop Motel. This was in 1983. This started playing. It's not like it was a wide release or anything. It was just a regional release, and it didn't get distribution everywhere, especially in this early incarnation. Excuse me. Later, this was 1984-ish, it resurfaced in other parts of the country as Horrors at Mountaintop Motel. And personally, I love that first one with the scythe through the eyeballs, but this one runs a close second. Neither of these two ad campaigns are, they're the good ones. The third one, which we're going to see in a minute, it's really kind of bland. But I'd go see this movie in a heartbeat, especially always a vacancy for fresh blood. I mean, the Bates Motel was never like this. There it is. Mountaintop Motel Massacre. The two movies were actually slightly different. I'm not sure how re-edited Mountaintop Motel Massacre was, but what was definitely different about it was the ending of the film. The villain, well, I have to talk about it. The villain is dispatched, Mrs. Voorhees style, with sort of like being slashed on her own side. And in the original film, she was just shot. Bill Thurman puts her down with a bullet. So I guess New World thought that they could do better, and they filmed this new ending. It was a little more exciting, I'm sure. I've never seen the original ending. Uh, at least I don't think I have. I did get the Blu-ray release of this, so hopefully it's on there and I can go back and scan it again. This movie, though, I do like this movie. There's a lot of weird rural vibes, like an SF Brown rig type thing, especially since it's a low budget regional film. I remember tunnels. There are all sorts of tunnels, and they all connect with every cabin in this little hunting camp. I mean, these cabins are crude. We're talking about just, four walls made out of plywood. There's not even anywhere in there that it could not be warm staying in these cabins. But yet, people go there. I guess they use it as kind of like a fuck motel thing. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched it. Anyway, the vibe is very low budget and groovy. That's my jam. Fall Break. We were just talking about how we almost got the Mutilator at the Monster-Rama this year. Well, this is the original version of the Mutilator, known as Fall Break. The theme song, of course, you already know that. Even in the Mutilator, it exists, because why would you change that, of all things? One of the best things about the movie. I'm kind of bummed that we didn't get it, but we did get Funeral Home instead, which was just as cool. I'm always there for Leslie Donaldson. And look, this was uncut. It was absolutely no one under 17 admitted. I guess that's how the Mutilator was, too. The latest craze is exercise. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Holy shit, that's brilliant. Why did they change the title? Well, I guess Fall Break is kind of boring. Anyway, this must have been Myrtle Beach, the Myrtle Cinema. Oh, look at the dots around it. I could just stare at this all night, but everybody else is like, yeah, move on. So here's another slasher retitled. This very strange reissue happened only in a couple states in the South. I think Louisiana was one of them. Pitchfork Massacre. Can anyone in the chat tell me what slasher this is? I'm sure all of you know this because we talk about it all the time. Pitchfork Massacre. Apparently, nobody knows who put this out. The people in the know who are able to talk distributors way better than I am. Like, nobody seems to know where this came from or who put this out as Pitchfork Massacre. I'll give you a hint. It's from 1981, the year of the slashers. Okay, a couple of you already chimed in. It's The Prowler. It's ridiculous to call it Pitchfork Massacre because there are so many other instruments of violence in this movie, but I guess he does use a pitchfork at least twice. That's enough for a Pitchfork Massacre. Scream and Die. Jose Ramon Larraz's The House That Vanished. Not to be confused with The House That Screamed, or Scream, which is the retitle of The Night God Screamed for the UK. They just called it Scream. Further complicating things in this ad mat is Shadow of the Werewolf, which you may not know. It is actually Werewolf versus Vampire Woman. One of the original European titles. This is, of course, from UK. Or you probably did know it was Shadow of the Werewolf. I get those Naschy films confused. It's easy because they all had similar plots and the titles were all topsy turvy when you went into other countries. But I'm sure Shadow of the Werewolf is Werewolf versus Vampire Woman. One of my faves. I think that will always be one of my number one favorite Naschy films, even though it sounds cooler to name one of the more obscure ones so that everybody knows what a hardcore Naschy fan you really are. But let's cut the bullshit. Werewolf versus Vampire Woman rules. And Tombs of the Blind Dead, we all know. I think we're going to see that again here in a minute for another one of our weird retitles. Okay, there's the more familiar ad campaign for that movie, Scream and Die, The House That Vanished. Yeah, Doug Sr. mentioned Bonnie's Kids too. That has another title too. Oh, The Pressure's On. I'm not going to be able to pull that one out of thin air. I know Bonnie's Kids has another title. Something like The Godchildren or something like that. Something stupid. Night of the Dark Full Moon. I wonder if anybody in the chat can name this one. Now, this is one that you may be surprised if you're not familiar with this already, that this is one of the more popular seasonal horror films. That's your hint. And it also has it lived several lives. This was the first release from 1972. And then it came back the following year around the December months. No, it's not Blue Sunshine, although that is a good guess. Now I can see it. No, actually, this is Silent Night, Bloody Night. And here we go. There's the title. Everybody knows it by. Mary Warnoff just gives me the chills in this movie. That scene where she's wrapping Christmas presents, and she goes from doing that to drawing a gun on somebody who wants to enter her home. She invites him into her home, but she's standing, well, you know the scene. Anyway, I watch that every year when I wrap Christmas presents. The Other You, I, Monster. That was a movie I watched on TV, and it just gave me the creeps. Oh, I guess I reached the end of that one. I know there are more. The interns didn't have it ready, damn them. Don't they know I'm doing this show solo? Okay, here are the final ones. This was the other piece that I promised you earlier. Oh, where is it? This is so strange. It doesn't want to load all of my pictures. Okay, we'll do them one by one. Revenge from Planet Ape. And this is, of course, Tombs of the Blind Dead, somehow reimagined as a secret installment in the Planet of the Apes series. This has become more commonly known in recent years because I think there was a Blu-ray release that had the Revenge from Planet Ape opening on it. Just one of the most bizarre things that you could imagine. It reminds me of the way that Pigs was retitled and reimagined and repackaged so many times, and there was like footage that was deleted and footage that was added, but those at least had some footage that changed. All this does is remove the opening of the film, and it puts this voiceover that very hurriedly links these movies together with Planet of the Apes, which that just staggers the imagination. Anyway, these people went even further than they should have in the first place, and they paired it with Conquest of the Planet of the Apes to really sell this thing. I mean, to really sell the idea that that is what you're getting when you come to this. And finally, we're going to go over some of the incredibly diverse titles that this movie was known as. And this is only like in the United States. There were other countries that got this movie under different titles, including the original Italian release. Oh, guess who's joining into the broadcast? This
You mentioned Italian movies, and I appear.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome, Sam Panico.
Sorry to be running late. I just got back from the show.
Oh,
So
how
yeah,
was it?
amazing.
Who
So
was
I
it?
Afghan Wigs and Mercury Rev. And we had VIP things, so we got there at 3 for sound check, and we got to hang out with the band and do Q&A and stuff.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
my 9th time seeing them, which is pretty crazy. Uh, yeah, so it was a good time. If it seems like a few times I'm not hearing things properly in my head. I was up against the stage, so like it was very loud. So yeah, good show. Cincinnati's own Afghan Wigs. Yeah.
Hey, Sam, you know what this is? The first film that dared to show hardcore violence.
It's not pornography though.
No,
I mean,
they never
but
claimed to be pornography. So don't put those words in their mouth. It's all about hardcore violence.
it is about hardcore violence.
And that can be anything. It doesn't have to be gore.
Oh,
It can be
oh,
just be like a bludgeoning or a strangulation.
I didn't get a chance to tell you. I think the really greatest thing about the drive-in last weekend was I was watching the third movie. I was in the car with Becca, and Reggie was sleeping on top of me, and it was like it was amazing because like it was like everything I love in one place, and I was watching Bay of Blood, and I was like, this is fucking
Uh,
living. It was so great.
that was such a good experience. That's what made me want to
Oh
dig these out
yeah.
because we just saw it on the big screen. And that was the first time for me, probably for
Oh
you too,
yeah,
seeing
for
it
me
big
too.
screen like that.
Oh, what a great movie! Like it's just, oh, it's so good. Psycho 72 style.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Carnage Erotica,
Oh my god.
which also they Hallmark tried this with what's the other one? Slaughter Hotel,
Do you think this is why Christopher Lee was upset about the movie?
which they called Asylum Erotica.
What
So
is this special ambulance? Like a special ambulance suggests that it has like a spoiler on it, or it's like a super fast. Do you know what I mean? Like that it's like a better than normal ambulance.
to get you to the hospital even faster after being shocked by Twitch of the Death Nerve.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, Carnage Erotica.
Oh, Carnage Erotica.
You know, what I'm thinking is that the reason that they use the term erotica for both Asylum Erotica and Carnage Erotica is to
Mm.
sort of imply that this was a porn film or an adult film that involved sex, like hardcore sex and violence, which, you know, that's a pretty shocking thing to
I think
allege.
Asylum Erotica gets closer.
Yeah,
Like, not the Bay Blood's Chase. There is a love scene in it.
there is, yeah. But I mean, there's nothing like that in Bay of Blood.
No,
Nothing that explicit.
no.
The squonk scene.
Oh,
I hear it, a squonk.
a squonk. Oh my god.
I kind of wanted her to live
Mm-hmm.
until they explained how deeply into it she was and how she was
Yeah.
gonna, you know, I she really missed that serve when she said, "I met your mother. I liked her immediately." Like I wouldn't be convinced by that.
No, no. Um. Yeah. Oh god, I love this. This is a shirt coming out, right? Like this feels like a shirt.
You don't
Just
think
you know.
it's too confrontational because it
I'm,
says Carnage Erotica?
I mean, I have you seen some of my shirts, Bill?
Yeah. Would you wear it to a Zoom meeting?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. No. I wore that
The
asylum
answer
one the
is
one
no,
time.
Sam.
I wore that asylum one the one time, and a doctor pulled me aside and said, "Please don't wear that shirt again." Because it said, "Come
Yeah.
to the asylum and get killed."
Yep.
And this is way worse. Oh, Oh,
So there's the title everybody first learned of it as in the States, Twitch of the Death Nerve. Unless you lived in like Maine and Connecticut, which is where those other
13,
weird titles came from.
13 intense shock periods. Most movies only have one, sometimes two. 13. I like that you may close your eyes, but this is like dead end driving. You can't leave.
I
You can
can't think of too many films that could boast 13 intense shock periods, even this one.
you can check into the Winona anytime you like, but you can never leave.
There is no way that there are 13 intense scenes in this movie.
Oh,
I don't
that's why
know.
Christopher Lee was upset. He's like, I'll give you two shock periods, but 13 shock periods, Mr. Bava, is too many. Frankly, I'm worried about that young Bava boy.
It gets silly towards the end, this movie.
Oh,
That's
oh.
one thing that I noticed the other night when we were watching it. Is like it
Mhm.
got really goofy at the end where she's like the part where she stabs Ventura through the
Oh,
glass
yeah.
and you just he kind of like vanishes for a minute. You don't know what happened to him. And then you
That's what
think
I
he's
love
dead
about
and he
it.
comes
It's
back to life
ridiculous.
later
Yeah.
and somehow he's alive and he's well enough to have a conversation with her and then he dies
Oh,
instantly.
you know what the most excitement was at the drive-in for me, other than seeing you guys, was the Hatchet for the Honeymoon trailer. I was bonkers excited when I saw it, and the trailer that you did. One of your trailers ended up getting shown too.
It did,
Mm-hmm.
which shocked the hell out of me. I was in the snack bar.
Mm.
I was in the snack bar, and all of a sudden, I heard the bass line from Blue Buddha playing,
Oh,
and I was like, where is this coming from? Oh, it's my trailer for
oh,
Dracula's Last Rites."
oh, yeah. There were some great trailers this year. I texted Dusty to tell him that one of his movies was playing. I sent him a picture of the screen, and
Hmm.
he was like, maybe someday people will actually watch that movie. And I said, people have watched it. Oh my god, look at this.
So we're not even done with Bay of Blood yet.
Oh
Last House Part Two, mostly Bay of Blood,
yeah,
also attached to some prints of Night Train Murders,
yeah.
which had various Hallmark releasing titles.
Oh my
And paired
god.
with The School That Couldn't Scream, which was yet again another reissue of What Have You Done to
Oh.
Solange?
Also, are those the people from? Where are those zombies from?
You know what they're from.
They're from Messiah, right?
Yes,
Right. Wow.
you are
Wow.
correct.
This is the most downbeat. No matter what movie you get, this is
Yeah.
like this is a scuzzy,
Doom.
sleazy, doom-filled night at the drive-in,
I
right?
can't figure out where that woman is from, but I mean, she's in several of the Last House Part 2 ads, but I suspect they cut her out of another ad too.
Yeah. Wow. I like that they put David Hess in looking. It's like a Tiger Beat picture of David Hess. Like pick up the new show Tiger Beat for the David Hess centerfold as he like looks into the distance. Look at this. Oh,
She's from Daughters of Darkness.
yeah, this is an adult horror program, by the way, at the Pine Street. No kids allowed.
They cut her out of. They probably had a production still for Daughters of Darkness, and
Oh,
they just cut her out and put her on the Last House Part Two.
oh my God. What have you done with Solange?
Okay, and this is the
Solange.
final one, the final title that the trailer gets.
Oh, that's my favorite one. You know that, right?
Snuff is my game.
Yeah. Snuff is My Game is a great title. It doesn't say anything. It's not really living up to what it should be, but you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, I would be really kind of annoyed if I went to see this and it was a movie I'd already seen twice under different titles.
Oh.
However, it's Bay of Blood, so how angry could you really be?
What if you saw it with foul play or blood relations?
Wait, those are the same movies.
I know. Or Secret of the Green Pins.
Secret of the Green Pins. I've
Or
never found an ad for that
no,
title.
Come Teach Me is
Come
my favorite.
teach me.
I
Yeah.
love Come Teach Me because you think you're getting something playful and nasty. And nope, you're getting Snuff is My Game says what I love it.
The
Why are there
rah
only
rah
two
girls.
two dots? Snuff dot dot. Not even an ellipses. Fuck it. You only get two.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, snuff. And the
Eagle
ellipses
Eye.
are right on the top. Brace yourself for a film you'll never forget.
Look how many theaters it was in too.
Oh,
They had so many prints of it running around, but
oh,
they had to be beat to shit after playing that many
oh.
times and cutting so much shit into them, like the different titles.
oh. It probably looked like the snuff film in Emmanuel in America. like they that's how they beat up that print. Like once Joe D'Amato shot that, he put it in a tin and just threw it down the steps and kicked it around and did all this stuff to it so it looked beat up. Um, I love that
On purpose.
on purpose, of course. Do you like my light? I jerked off all over the ceiling and put on a black light. That's how we did this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love it.
it's nice. Yeah,
You know, I fully support that.
I got a wide in me, so yeah. Spoiler
I'm,
spoiler warning.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, backed up. No, that's my astronaut light. Is what I'm using. That's supposed to be Starfields. I could make it move if you like. As soon as I said it, I'm like, why did I say
Sure,
it?
you could.
Yeah, he made it move.
You make it
Anyways.
move all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh, I missed the Peter Cushing,
You did the Cushing for the pushing.
but I am so excited to watch Attack of the Beast Creatures with you because it's fucking wild, right? It's like I really like that Zuni guy. What if there were a couple hundred of him? Don't we have Zuni guy at home? That's what someone said. Jen sponsored her own show.
She
That's
did.
commitment. That
Yeah.
is commitment.
What
How
do you
many?
know?
She gave pounds. She did not give dollars. We're like, we only take dollars. She's like, you'll fucking take this. You'll take a shilling, motherfucker, and you'll like it.
A farthing.
A farthing.
No, she actually paid me in yen
Oh, nice.
or crypto.
Oh, crypto, of course. There's an ATM out here that does crypto, and I'm like, I don't want to meet the person that gets crypto out of the ATM.
I know.
Right?
It's such a strange concept.
I don't understand it. Someone said to me once, why don't you do NFTs of your artwork and then sell them for crypto? And I was like, leave me alone. I can barely handle real money. Don't put this monopoly money in me. By the way, did you know that this is a dumb fact, but I'll tell you anyway, that the longest game of Monopoly was played in Pittsburgh?
No.
Yes, and it went on so long. It was at University of Pittsburgh that Parker Brothers airlifted money when they ran out of money and had a Brinks truck drive the money to the college. The what do you call it?
Wait a minute. How can it run out of money?
They ran out of money for the game, and they like sent a wire to to Parker Brothers, and they got like PR out of it, and they sent them money for the game.
I just don't understand.
They were probably playing asshole.
Isn't there enough money in the game to actually play the game? There would have to have been a whole bunch of people playing. Maybe
that's probably it. Yeah, but they probably were playing free parking rules, and that's how a lot of money gets thrown out.
Well, is that the way you play it, or is that against the rules as far as you're concerned?
I play free parking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because why would you play any other way?
They actually sell rules kits now that like add new spaces and they have like it's like you even made Monopoly complicated. Thank you. Not that it's not complicated enough. When I played it as a kid, it seemed like such a fun game. Now that I'm living it, it ain't fun at all. It kind of sucks.
Excuse me. I keep forgetting to mute myself.
No, all good. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Sorry that I missed the first segment now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jen Upton beamed over the pond from London.
Oh. I watched some of it. I couldn't hear what you guys were saying while I was in between bands. And I was going to jump on and say hi, but I couldn't hear anything because Mercury Rev was so loud. Yeah. But I was like pushed up against the stage. It was wonderful. And it's a good time.
Do you like that when you're pushed up against the stage?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends on the band. Like everybody that likes this band, this is their 40th anniversary tour, so there's not going to be any like moshing or anything, but it depends. Like I'm into that too. I'm gonna go see Carcass pretty soon, so I'll probably stage dive and break a hip.
Yeah, like do people still do that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've never seen that happen at any of the
Oh,
shows that I go to anymore. I used to see it all the time.
I hate young kids do this the windmill thing where they spin around and throw kicks, and I'm like, settle the fuck down. Like, just slam dance or just mosh.
That's
Like,
asking for it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Though I did see a kid. I went to a Full of Hell show, and one of the kids that manages the Giant Eagle in Greenfield saw me afterwards. In the store, he's like, "Hey, I saw you at the Full of Hell show," and I said, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Dude, you give me hope. How old are you?" And this is like when I was like just turned 50. I'm like, "I'm 50," and he's like, "You're 50 and you were at a hardcore show," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Man, that's amazing," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, thanks. I guess I'm an elder statesman now.
Wow. I'm
Yeah,
sure he meant well.
he did. He was like, "It's just really cool to see old heads at a show," and I'm like, "None of this is helping." Graybeards, as they call us in the metal community. Come on, dude.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways.
Mr. Smalls is nice, but they have seats up top, and we didn't get seats. And now that I'm old, I'm like, a seat would be really nice. I would like a chair. Um, I get it.
How do you feel about that? That's a good point. I've been to several shows at, oh, what's that place called? It's like the Crafts something or other. It might have been renamed Jurgles, but
Oh, Jurgles, yeah.
I don't think so. This was another place that Drusky used to put on a whole
Craft
bunch of
House
shows there. Craft House.
in South Hills, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I saw a couple shows there, and it's one of those places where you can sit at tables and watch the
Mm.
concert, and it's small, so it's not like you're gonna not see them, like you're gonna be really far from the band, or you could go out into the GA area and like
Mm-hmm.
just stand in your
Jurgles
space
is
and
like
watch
that
them.
too. Like I saw Save Ferris there with Becca, and I just sat at the bar the whole time. It was nice. But like if it's like a metal show, like I tend to like to be right in the middle of it. Do you know what I mean? Or like an
Yeah,
industrial show.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't
Mm.
just sit there and watch the show because when I go to a concert, I move around a lot and like I
Look at that
dance. I make
fancy.
an idiot.
Speaking of music, look at that fancy Electromanual shirt. How did that
Oh,
happen?
this little thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh yes, this
Look at
just
that.
arrived in the mail one day.
From Italy.
Yeah,
Wow. That's
how about
insane.
that?
Oh, I love it.
I get all kinds of gifts from people, and I got some from the gals in Electro Manuel.
Oh man. She's smoking. She's dirty.
Well, since we give them so much time and
Yeah.
promotion, she was like, "It's the
Yeah.
least we can do."
Yeah.
She spoke very broken English.
Yeah. I've only type communicated with him. I haven't yet heard the broken English, so that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, what was your favorite movie at the drive-in? Sorry to be jumping around. What did you come away with anything that you like was like a new thing that you'd never seen before? Hey, Doug's in the chat too. Hey, Doug.
Yeah, he was there for the first one
Oh,
too.
awesome.
He saw X up front at the whiskey.
Oh
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
man, I'm jealous of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go to a show July 30th too. I might go to two concerts this year. So pretty excited. Cat Power's coming and she's doing a whole album straight through. But I might be going to Flashback in Chicago that weekend. So we'll see. I was told that we're going because Steven Weber's there. My wife said, I want to marry him. And I was like, cool. I don't really want to meet him. So, but Alan Howarth is doing the music for Halloween 2 in its entirety while the movie plays.
Ooh.
And Nurse Alves is there too. So I think we're probably going to go.
Mrs. Alves.
You should
Holy
probably
shit.
go. You should probably go too, Bill. It would be pretty fun.
No, you won't. Visiting hours are definitely over.
Becca said, "I want to get on film her yelling that at me, like her being angry with me about it."
I hate that her death happens off screen.
Oh,
Although I do love the reveal of it. I mean, I guess that's the whole point.
yeah.
But she deserved a fight scene, even if
Oh.
she lost.
I would like to make a sitcom about all the people in that hospital. That like none of that happened, and it's just like their wacky adventures. Like the doctor's always drunk, and she's always angry at them. Like we've set up a nice world for them, you know. especially with Bud. I love Bud.
I want to know where all the babies came from. Why are there
Oh
so
my
many
god,
babies in that nursery and there's nobody in the
Haddonfield,
hospital?
Haddonfield fucks. I
It's
mean,
like
let's face.
Octomom gave
Yeah,
birth
let's.
there
Oh my god, yeah,
and a couple other people too.
yeah. Also, like, just explosions can happen in that hospital, and people are like, "All right, just, a fucking tank blew up." Sure, God, I
Well, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
You asked me what my favorite
Yeah,
movie
what was
was,
your
and I
favorite? Sorry,
didn't
I
answer
almost
yet.
did an aside doing once Inferno pops up in the screen. Like my eyes go, oh, Inferno. Sorry, go ahead. What was your favorite, and what was
Well,
a surprise that you were maybe surprised by?
it was definitely Bay of Blood. I mean,
Mm,
come on.
yeah.
But I also loved seeing Prince of Darkness
Oh,
again.
I love that
I
movie.
can't remember if I ever saw it big screen. I'm pretty sure I went to see it theatrically when
Oh,
it was brand new, but I don't remember. And it was just amazing to see it again after so many years because I didn't like it the first time I saw it. I
mm,
thought it was just weak tea,
hmm,
but of course I was wrong. I go back and look at it now and I'm like, ooh. What is it with John Carpenter? He was so ahead of his time. He was
yeah.
ahead of all of us. Well, not
There's
all of us, but
that
some of
movie
us.
feels like his Italian movie. It feels like very much like a Fulci movie, like the Beyond kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I love my favorite thing about that movie is the messages from the future and
Mm-hmm.
how weird that shit looks. Especially
Yeah.
the last one when you see her walk out and you can see her face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! And at the end when he's reaching for the mirror for her and all that shit, it's fucking
It's
great.
so good. I mean, like to think that that would actually have happened to these people.
Oh,
I mean, you would go insane after something like that.
it's very
Yeah.
Lovecraftian and it has like some quartermass stuff in it too. Like it's like all I love the fact that it has all this like quantum theory stuff in it, but also like a whole bunch of bullshit about like a green thing. There's the Brotherhood of Sleep that all have the same dream every
Yeah.
night. Like there's a lot of just like Italian uh science movie bullshit, right? Like cinematic bullshit in that movie. And that's bullshit science is all of that movie is should be called Prince of Bullshit Science. It's great.
Well,
Um
somehow in the future, which was
oh
1999,
yeah.
they even though the anti-god had taken over,
Oh
they still had the capacity to make this technology and these dreams that they
oh
sent people. So life couldn't be that bad.
I love that they say we do not yet have the technology to speak to you directly. So we must put this into your dreams. But this is not a dream. This is real. And
Yeah.
it's like, what? Also, kudos to Marilyn Manson for using that in his at the end of Down in the Park.
Down in
Um,
the park where the Mac men meet the
that's when I
machine
was
plane.
completely sold on him. Where I was like, he's seen Prince of Darkness too. Sweet, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like okay, we're
He
kindred.
sampled all kind of cool shit
Oh
back then. I
yeah,
don't know what he does now. I haven't listened to his more recent stuff.
I was listening to Portrait of an American Family the other day, and I'm like, this album's really good.
That album is so good.
Trent Reznor did a great job on it. There's so many good songs. It's just great.
I
I
wish
love.
that they had done another album like that
Oh
before they changed because I
yeah,
like what they changed into, but we
yeah.
could have gotten some more shit like
But like
that too.
Lunchbox is a fucking great song.
Black Sabbath wannabe stuff.
Oh, I know, but I love it. I mean, I up until after everything after Antichrist Superstar. No, I like the other one too. The
Mechanical
Mechanical
Animals.
Animals. Everything after Mechanical Animals, I'm like a little here and there,
Yeah.
but Mechanical Animals is really good too. So,
Yeah.
sorry, this feels like a third segment,
I
but
think
anyways,
Mechanical Animals destroyed the band because they couldn't
yeah,
go anywhere after that. It was just the
that should have
same
been.
shit.
That's like a last album. Yeah, like what are you guys doing? But that's pretty good. Anyways, yeah, Bay of Blood, probably my favorite, and but Prince of Darkness is really good. Like it's solid. I saw Mark in between the movies, yeah, right after popcorn, and he's like, I kind of liked it. He was like talking me through. He's like, I think it's funny. I like it. So
You know
it's
what? We stayed for Evil Speak, and I
oh,
think it was the first time he ever saw it.
did he like it?
Um, I couldn't tell. It's really hard to read him,
Yeah,
as if in case you never noticed.
yeah, yeah.
He doesn't like. He's not very expressive, and sometimes, and I always look at him like is he pissed? Does he want to leave? And like it was about half over, and it was really late. It was like 3:30 in the
Yeah.
morning, 4 o'clock. I said, "You want to just go?" He's like, "No, well, the movie's not over yet." So
Oh,
he
that's
was
awesome.
actually really into it, and we talked about it too on the way home.
Oh, that's awesome. Becca
It's a
said to me,
downer. That
"Oh,
movie.
it should not end with him in a mental hospital. I will. That's my hill that I will die on. Like he should like he achieved his goals, right? Of like those kids are all horrible. My wife said to me, she's like, a dog dies in this movie. I don't want to watch it. And I said, okay. She goes, don't you have it at home? I'm like, yeah, but you know, I kind of want to watch it at the drive-in, but I get it.
hmm
It was also, I was also soaked again. How did I get wet again? I'm like Andrew WK. I get wet at the shows, but yeah,
So I thought it was unpleasant.
yeah,
That's the thing. I never realized how truly repellent that movie is if you take it at face value. And
yeah.
it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. That script. Who
Oh,
wrote that thing? It's
uh,
like so
it makes me feel like I've talked about before with like rape revenge movies. Like, do we have to see this much of it to be on his side? We're already on his side. You don't have to keep kicking him in the dick.
it wallows in it.
Yeah, and it's just like it's bad enough that he's the poor kid, and all these rich kids are going to run the world, and they all treat him like shit. And right, and then it's like, oh, and by the way, no woman wants to be with him. Oh, and by the way, the priests are mean to him. Or no, he finally gets a dog that he loves, and they kill the dog. It's just like thing after thing after thing, and it's like,
It's not relatable. It's sort of happening in an alternate reality
yeah,
because most of us have not been to a military academy,
no,
even though it looks like the. I always thought of that as a strict place,
yeah.
but this military academy, nobody's. It's like a religious order too. It's like some sort of like the two whammies there: religion and
Oh, in the
military.
military, yeah,
So it's got that element to it, and Carrie, though, I mean, that was anybody's high school. And the
yeah,
stuff that she did during her revenge, I could relate to that. I could not relate to doing this weird shit with the Commodore 64 and making and the revenge that he took at the end was it was good, like with the pigs and especially,
yeah.
but it was over. There was nothing after that. There was nothing left to the story.
Well, that's the thing. Here's the feeling I have from Carrie. It's like all her misplaced anger comes out, and yes, she becomes the abuser after being abused. But I think that we can empathize with it because it feels like she's so trapped, and like it's all like you said, it's almost too much an evil speak. Where I don't, he becomes the villain versus I don't never really see Carrie as the villain, even though she's doing horrible things. It's like, of course she had to,
Yeah.
and she's like, I don't know. I like Carrie more, but that goes without saying. Like it's a better. I love
most
evil
kids most kids that age have experienced some sort of humiliation
Oh
like
yeah,
that, and that is if we were freed from our normal limitations and
yeah.
we had this ability of telekinesis. I mean, how many of us would have hurt somebody else or would have been hurt by somebody for hurting them?
I mean, wouldn't you like to shove a kid under the ice and cut an elevator cable? Sorry, it
Oh,
always
that was
comes
the
back.
Omen.
It always comes back to Omen 2, doesn't it?
I never thought Damien was doing that stuff. I just figured it was like some demonic force that was looking out for him.
Maybe
But he does kill his cousin in Omen too.
he does. I love Omen 2. I know we've said it before on the show, but I really like Omen 2 a lot. Uh, I meant to tell you, I did the April Movie-thon this month, and my friend Adam Hersey did all the movies too, and did stuff. So like, one of the categories was Bring Me Another, and it was like a sequel or a movie that's really close to something, and he had never seen Exorcist 2 before. And reading his review was joyous because he was like, "This is
Oh,
so good. Why did I shit on this movie for so many years?" Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
He's like, oh, I really went with what other people said, and like now that I'm watching it, because the Morricone score is amazing. The scene of her walking off the roof is crazy. Like it's really
I
good,
think that's one of those secretly good movies that everybody says is a piece of shit.
right?
Um, I don't know.
We talked. I have a guest coming up. I have a special Star Wars episode Monday about the prequels, and she said, until somebody told me these were bad movies, she's like, I was 9. I had no idea what a bad movie was. I loved them. I watched them a million times, and I still
Yeah.
like them. And it's like once people tells you like, well, you shouldn't like this. Why? I'm always obsessed with that idea that like, when did film critics come out? Because like, when the Great Train Robbery came, people ran out of the theaters thinking it was magic. Within 2 or 3 years, they're like, this movie's boring.
Yeah.
like people like today, whenever you read reviews of video games, that they'll say, oh, this game has horrible controls and it's shitty. The graphics look real. We were playing Pong. With paddles. Do you know what I mean? We were playing ColecoVision,
And it was fun.
And it was fun.
It was just as fun as the more realistic stuff that
Yeah.
you see now.
I was at the casino in Washington. They have an arcade in it now, and they have a 4-player official Pong, sit-down cabinet Pong. And I was like, holy shit. That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
A cabinet, though. I've never seen an actual Pong cabinet.
I saw one years ago in Youngstown, but this was it's like a brand new one that they just put out. They have like a ton of like brand new pinballs. They had a King Kong pinball where Kong catches the ball and puts it in a Magnalock, and they had a Godzilla one too. So pretty sweet.
All right, let's take a short break. And during this break, we're going to see a highlight reel from the April Ghouls Monster-Rama. So, enjoy.
Hiya, kids. It's me, your friend Grandpa. I gotta tell you, I am starting a new club, and I want you to join. It's called the Junior Vampires of America. I mean, you'll hear scary monster stories. Now, to call, you gotta ask your parents' permission and call this phone number, 1-900-909-4300. You'll hear all about my monster friends, learn how to get a free vampire patch and a list of special vampire tricks and secrets. So call 1-900-909-4300. Learn how to scare your friends, even yourself. Join Grandpa's Junior Vampires of America Club, and I will make you a junior vampire.
Hey kids, call 1-900-909-4300. That's 1-900-909-4300 to hear Grandpa's scary stories and join the Junior Vampires Club. Just $2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional. Ask Mom or Dad.
Singing this week's number 4 hit, Hold Me Now, please welcome the Thompson Twins.
Orders only 49 cents. Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice Cocktail Assorted Flavors, $1.59. And Dole Pineapple, just 69 cents each. Scott Ladd, what a store.
The rich, whole grains of Home Pride Buttertop bread.
We're laughing with love at it all.
Hey, and the drive-in Monster-Rama for April Ghouls, and we are at the Riverside Drive-In Theater, and it is wonderful. It is not raining like it did last night. We've done a few rituals and whatnot to make sure that it doesn't rain again. But we are here to see Halloween 4 or 5, Twitch of the Death Nerve. Is that the right title?
I prefer to say Snuff is my game.
Oh, okay. Carnage. That's what we're going to see. And Funeral Home tonight. And it is actually a pretty nice night. The weather's pretty good. This is the experience that we love the most. How was last night for you?
It was great. I stayed all the way to the end.
Awesome.
And I got to see Evil Speak on the big screen. Boy, what a downer. That movie is a real downer.
It should stop right when he kills everybody. He doesn't have to go to the mental home. Like, he did his job. Like,
that was weird, yeah. Why put that title card?
The producer was, like, super religious. And he was like, I feel uncomfortable with this movie. Could we put in a square appeal?
It was very Hays Code.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
No.
But the rest of it's good. I wasn't crazy about the death of the dog.
No.
But I guess you have to have that when you're talking about a movie with satanic sacrifice.
It's more rewarding. Both Halloween movies tonight have dead dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's Michael Myers' gimmick, right?
Michael Myers kills dogs.
He's like, I ate half this dog. That's how you know you shouldn't, like, be his friend. So, but good night last night. I'm super excited for Bay of Blood tonight. I mean...
Oh, that's the feature tonight.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. This is going to be the first time I saw Bay of Blood on the big screen.
Yeah, me too.
An absolute favorite of mine, as you know.
Yeah. And it's also Baba's the anniversary of his death. It's today.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, I know. Well, look at it as well, it can be good. Also,
we still remember you, Mario.
We do. John Old, Senior, we miss you. And we also saw Prince of Darkness last night and Popcorn, which is good. And not the Hot Butter song, but the movie Popcorn.
We did hear that song.
We did hear that song. It was probably the only slasher shot in Jamaica that I can think of. Maybe Camp Dread is the only other one I
can't think of another one.
No. And also, they don't want you to know that it was made in Jamaica.
Yeah, it was very strange, other than the fact that they had, like, a calypso band that performed.
The scary movie song at the end is like, hey, man. I was yelling Shabba Rank stuff in the car to back. I was like, Shabba! Shabba, Shabba. But good trailers last night, too. And so I'm looking really.
One of mine got snuck in there.
I know, you were like, holy shit. And the new commercial, too, which you'll see on the show. So for the new issue. Yeah. But it is great having this many people around that are into these movies. Seeing, it's weird. We usually don't feel like, I usually don't feel like I belong in places. And like, this is one of the few places I feel like I can kind of belong and like and get along with people.
It's a good time. It's also sort of like a time warp back to another era, because everything is so immersive here. Not only the movies that are on the screen, but there's the trailers in between and the vintage intermission reels.
It happens twice a year, September.
Now it does.
Yeah.
In 2013, they added this event, April Ghouls, Drive-In Monster-Rama, because once a year is not enough.
No, I would argue twice a year is not enough too. I would like to come out more often. But this is, if you want the real drive-in experience, this is probably as close as you're going to get to it these days. Outside of the one year, when the Spanish horror year, the film melded, and I'm like, this is the real experience. You're getting a beat-up print that's going to fall apart. You're getting it.
Well, this used to be a regular thing that happened at drive-ins. I mean, it wasn't a special occasion to see 4 movies at the drive-in. That was frequent that you could see. Well, maybe not every weekend, but you know, depending on where you lived, you got the good stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just an amazing experience because you get here. If you're in for the whole thing, it's very strange. Like, time seems to dilate. Like, I've been watching movies for 8 hours now. It's how I want to spend my life.
Oh, just knowing that we're going to see Real Blood tonight is like so much excitement. And that's the nice thing is, like, if you know this movie, because you've seen it, a lot of times we only watch movies either by ourselves or like our show, like watching them in a video room with folks. But to see movies in the open, seeing with other people right next to you, hear people reacting to it, it's how movies should be seen. And I think the drive-in is like my favorite experience to see a movie. So getting to see that and live that, like, this is like drugs. Like, this is like, you know, that's why we need like hits of this dopamine more often. It's I got 2 drinks for tonight too.
I only got 1 drink.
I know you missed the popcorn infused rum.
Yes.
But tonight we have a Halloween 5 drink, and of course I had to make a bad one. What other? I don't know what a funeral home drink would be. It's not as exciting. Bad Blood's
embalming fluid.
Yeah, exactly. I already made a Halloween 4 drink for the show, so this is this is the Tipsy Tina, one of the characters. Becca named it. Becca's crazy about Halloween, 2 Halloweens in a row playing tonight, so it's very exciting for her. And for Reggie.
Tina is a fan favorite.
Oh.
There's a Thrill Till Cult sample, and remind me which movie it's for if you know. It's the one where she goes, "You guys, I don't hear any noise. Are you sure you're doing it right?"
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You guys, I don't hear any noise. Are you sure you're doing it right?
Sauce in my throat, engines gone silent. Wood split open, sky like a siren. We crawl from foam with fire in our lungs, counting the living, naming the none. Feet cut raw on coral like glass. Sunburns numbers into our backs. Maps are gone, just breathe and bone. We stitch our names from a broken tone. Palm leaves shake like coded warnings. Eyes in the brush, too many forming. Small hands sharp with needle teeth. They circle tight, they never
Attack of the Beast Creatures is the movie of Beast Creature. There he is right there. He'll bite you too, just like those little guys on that island. He bit quite a few people at the drive-in. Attack of the Beast drink. What's in it? No Beast, no Milwaukee's Best, no Beast energy drinks. Just the simple things in life. Whiskey, finishing off the Jack Daniels, which always makes me sad. Goodbye, Jack. Goodbye. You brought me so much pleasure. Southern Comfort. Ounce Southern Comfort. Half an ounce amaretto to make it fancy. And then to make it somewhat healthy, 2 ounces of orange juice. So, what do? We cross the streams is what we do. There you go. They're in there. A very simple drink. Like this movie. I think if you might want to drink you might want to double the alcohol for this movie. You might want to drop acid into your drink. This movie's crazy. Anyway. Pazuzu. Here's to the island of the Beast Creatures, the Attack of the Beast Creatures. Here's why this feels like Lost in the beginning. Everybody gets off on the island and they're like, what are these little pygmies with sharp teeth?
Reggie.
They're Reggie's parents. Stormy and what are his parents' names?
Miss Lily.
Stormy and Miss Lily. This drink is amazing. Enjoy. See you guys in a bit.
Pazuzu.
Were those glasses a gift?
No. I've had these for years.
We got a whole bunch of light up stuff from Kenny's daughter. She gave us like a whole bunch of light up necklaces and stuff. So
really?
Yeah, and stickers, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Avalon gave us a whole bunch of stuff. She also, when she saw Reggie, she reacted by diving to the ground and hugging and rolling around with him. And he just looked at me like, what is this little person? But she's very sweet.
Did Reggie really bite people at the drive-in?
No.
You said in the drink.
No, he has sharp teeth, though. He does bite me a lot. Like, whenever he lays with you, he'll, like, nuzzle on your hand or something.
I didn't think Reggie ever bit anybody.
That's kind of his... Yeah, me, that's about it. But, he was very sweet. He got along with a lot of people. He got to meet a lot of folks. So he had a good time. He also ate an entire hamburger the first night and a hot dog the second. Sunday morning, he had the dumps like you would not believe.
I'm sure.
He
went through something similar.
Oh, yeah.
For her night at the drive-in.
Yeah. Reggie's a beast. Thanks, Roger. Watching the Electromanual video for this, I'm reminded that this is a movie full of Bela Lugosi-like acting, where people are obviously the dolls are just obviously dolls. They aren't like movable at all, and there's a lot of just people wrestling with them and then throwing them off camera, and then people throwing the doll back at them.
It's really weird.
Yeah,
it's such a weird movie, and it's totally appropriate for the show.
Yeah.
Because we only watch weird here.
I did a podcast this morning, Rad Revival House, and I got to talk about Rat's Night of Terror. And the host asked me, he said, how do you think they got the effect where the rats were flying at them? And I'm like, this is Italy, dude. Just dump buckets of rats on people. And he's like, it just doesn't seem like this was a fun movie to be in. No, it looked horrible. It's great. We get to enjoy it. But Attack of the Beast Creatures doesn't seem as harrowing as that, but this movie's crazy, right? Like, it's a regional film. It's in Nightmare USA. That's where I discovered it. And it's really out there. Like, it's also got a crazy synth, like, score. Like, the score's,
yeah,
none dare call it a score, right? Like, it's not really a good score.
I want that on vinyl.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That part, like right there, we're seeing right now, where it goes, it sounds like the beginning of All Over the World by ELO.
It does. Also, when you see a logo like this, you think you're going to get something maybe a little bigger. And I mean, they are terrifying. Don't get me wrong. The effects in this are none dare call them effects either. It's really just magical.
Mm-hmm.
it's got something to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's the defining line between people that hang out in this chat room and watch the show and normal film goers. Because a normal film goer would watch this and be like, "Look at that thing! What is that thing?" To me, this is where it's at. Like, this is I'm very
It's
excited to
similar
watch.
to The Child
Yeah,
in the way. I mean, The Child is way better, and
yeah,
I'm not really comparing this to The Child, other than visually
yeah.
and sort of like the structure. It's very elliptical, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I guess, on some level. And it's got crazy, weird, obviously unreal effects we're witnessing right now.
It's
So
it's a very Gilligan's Island situation with some of the people there too. There's like a, like the rich old guy in the jacket and stuff like that. Like, you could only imagine if this happened to Gilligan. I mean, we do know there were headhunters on the island, right? Like, we've seen that, or you know what I mean. There's a race of there is like a Cannibal Ferox like race on Gilligan's Island.
the castaways were incredibly remiss because
Oh.
for all they knew, they were on the other side of a resort.
Yeah.
There could have been a resort on the other side of the island.
Could you
Did they
imagine
ever
if that's
try to
how
go
it
there?
ended? That's how it ended, where they just walked in and they're like, "Fuck, there's a Holiday Inn here."
We've been living here for 8 years.
Oh, a 3-hour tour turned into. But then, like, what are the lessons we learned? And we learned from the TV movie that when they got out, they just wanted to go back. Like, it was almost
Yeah.
like, why are you going back to Shawshank? Like, it was very much like, like, I just want to go back. Like, life made more sense on the island.
But without the threat of being stranded there,
Yeah.
maybe they did like the island if they knew that they could leave it at any time.
Vince also brings up, I mean, it's the kind of island that draws the Harlem Globetrotters to the island to play robots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did have a good thing going there.
Oh.
I mean, they didn't have to go back to civilization. They had all the shit they needed right there.
As a kid, I watched Gilligan's Island every day, right? And I never realized how few episodes there were of the show. That it only lasted for 3 seasons. Do you know what I mean? It was, I mean, it's 98 episodes, but if you told me it was 500 episodes, I would 100% believe you.
Yeah, I don't really. It's been such a long since I actually watched the show.
Yeah.
Like day after day, like back then.
But I mean,
my afternoon. You get it on Blu-ray? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm sure you can. I think that was a staple of my post-cartoon. Cartoons end around 3:30 or 4, and then you had just like sitcom-y kind of stuff. Right after that, you had Brady Bunch, Ghost and Mrs. Morrison early in the day, as is Love American Style, and Please Don't Eat the Daisies. These are like deep cut. Like, these aren't like the ones that everybody.
Did you mention Family Affair?
I never got into Family Affair, but I would assume that there's certain members of Family Affair that you might enjoy.
Well, it was on in the daytime. It was one of those daytime things that you could watch. Mothers-in-Law.
What was another one?
Mothers-in-Law.
I didn't get that one. I do remember Ghost of Mrs. Muir was like a noon or 12:30 one. And like, I watched the movie that was based on as a kid, and the movie is so depressing by comparison. It's so,
well, there's no Charles Nelson Riley.
No. Wait Till Your Mother Gets Home. I remember watching that, the cartoon. Rhoda was usually on in the afternoon too. Rhoda. I really got into Maude for a while, and I was really into Rhoda because I think it was coming out of like, also Rhoda came out of the Mary Tyler Moore, so I was like super into Mary Tyler Moore for a while. That's like a later in the afternoon. Bob Newhart's a night, right? Like, Bob Newhart was on from like 10 to 11. They played 2 episodes of it. I'm thinking of the WPGH schedule back in my childhood. You know what I mean? That's like,
how do you feel about Phyllis?
I never watched Phyllis. I love Alice though.
No, Phyllis was another Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, was it? I never watched it.
Florence Leachman.
I never saw it. Wow. You know what other show I loved, and it didn't come on till 11, was Mary Hartman.
Yeah, that was so weird.
Right?
It was just like so fucking weird, dude. I didn't know how people like that lived. They were like, it was like a storybook or something come to life.
It's like,
but
do you
with
think
adult stuff.
do you think some people watched it and were like, well, this is a real show, and
Yeah.
not like, you know what I mean? Like, it presents itself as if it is a real soap opera, but then like people get impaled on Christmas trees. Like, a lot happened on that. I remember watching as a kid. I'm like, I can't believe that this is. And then Fernwood Tonight spins right out of that universe, but it's a completely different show.
What show?
Fernwood Tonight.
Oh, I'm not as familiar with that.
It was Martin Mull show. Like, his character in the show hosted Fernwood Tonight. And Mary Hartman. So they just made the show so you were in Fernwood while you were watching the show. Like, different people from the show would come on as their characters, but like, oh, like if somebody was like a store owner, they would come on for it.
Mary Hartman was on pretty late at night. Because
yeah, it
I
was.
know there was on one time it was on at 11:30, but then it was on even later than that. Because whenever Mary Hartman was on, that meant I was up way too late, and any minute now I was going to be discovered and sent to bed.
53 would sometimes repeat the shows they showed at 11, like 2 or 3 hours later too. I remember.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. What is Alice?
You remember when channels went off the air?
Oh, that's when I knew it was up too late, when the national anthem played, and I was like, oh no.
Isn't that crazy to think about now that the channels actually went off the air?
TAE didn't go off the air though, because they played stuff all night. Like, they played Flash Gordon at like 4 and 5 in the morning.
There was one channel that didn't sign off.
Yeah, Channel 4
back in the day.
Yeah, 11 definitely did, because after Chilly Billy, it would go off. It's funny. I was at we dropped off Becca's mom's car at her house, and her neighbor came over and talked to us, and he said, oh, where are you kids at? Like, at the drive-in. He goes, oh, I used to watch Chilly Billy every Saturday night. He goes, I could never make it to 11:30. I'm like, oh yeah, we were out till like 5 in the morning. But then I thought about it. Like, this dude's like a very traditional, right, guy, and I'm like, did he get to see Marta? Like, did he? That's right where my head went. Like, he's one of those people that if Marta was on, he'd be like, what the fuck am I watching? You know what I mean? Like, I love.
It's a good show when we can talk about Marta.
Oh my god, I think about it all the time. As you know how obsessed I am with Marta. I think anytime I'm sad, I think there's a world where Marta played on regular TV and people not ready for it tuned in and were like, what the fuck am I watching?
Night Flight is one of my biggest inspirations for making this show, Beth.
Yeah. I learned about Tom Waits from that. Fantastic Planet. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that came from that show. It's crazy that it was on basic cable, and it felt like very, I guess, underground, or just like it felt like a weird transmission that no one else knew about. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I like Night Flight so much.
Well, there was just weird shit on there. Like, you didn't know what you were going to see. It was very unconventional. And I don't remember if they showed it on Night Flight or not, but some of the things I remember watching late night TV back then was there was a weird thing, Dragula. Do you remember that?
What's it called?
Dragula.
No, I don't remember that.
It was like this extremely effeminate vampire named Dracula, except he was Dragula.
Wow.
And it was just, he would bite men and they would become gay. It was extremely.
It's like that kid that tried to bite me when I was in grade school. Yeah.
There was that, and then there was the thing with the tape that would eat people alive.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It would wrap around you and you would dissolve.
Yeah.
And it had a life of its own. It was like the Blob.
Oh.
And then after it ate you, it would roll itself back up on the reel and wait for the next victim.
Oh, man.
That was good stuff. That was late night TV. And then there was music that they would put on. You'd see very strange things that you weren't going to see on regular TV, like Kate Bush and other bizarre performances.
It just felt like I was going to learn something every week that it was on. Do you know what I mean? Or I was going to find something new. And then back then, you didn't have the internet. So it was like, when am I ever going to see this again? Do you know what I mean? So a lot of times I would just tape it even if I was watching it, because I knew I'd want to go back and watch it again. I did the same thing with Incredibly Strange Film Show when that was on, because like that was like a very formative show for me, because I discovered like that's where I first saw Russ Meyer. Like, how would I have seen live action Russ Meyer outside of reading about it in a book at that point? Do you know what I mean? Pre-internet. So, yeah, these are very formative and warm feeling film experiences.
Hey, before we go to the movie, I showed these already in the first segment because Jen was on.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to see them too. This is Attack of the Beast Creatures playing theatrically in Westport, Connecticut.
I love this so much.
Yeah.
I like that they put both titles in it too, Hell Island.
Well, because they had been talking about it in the paper as Hell Island.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, they changed the title to Attack of the Beast Creatures. In fact, I think that's the title on the print that we're going to see, Hell Island.
Oh, my God.
So maybe this was just sort of like in name only.
And this feels like an art cinema. And I don't mean art cinema in a dirty way. I feel like if it was playing The Gods Must Be Crazy, it was like, it was
art
like,
movies.
Yeah. Nudes. Come to the art. There was when I was flying out of Dallas, there was there was an adult place, and it was called something like Art Gallery, and then it said nudes underneath it.
Nudes.
Smooth talking, shiveringly memorable. Smooth talking.
I remember that moment, Beth Waldron. I think that was the first time I ever saw Pete Burns. It was on Night Flight. They showed 2 videos, actually. I don't remember which one it was. One of them, he had the black contact lenses in. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Good days.
Wow. That poster for Smooth Talk.
Wait, what? This?
Yeah. So, like, in the picture, this doesn't necessarily look like a scary movie. But Smooth Talk is based on the Tucson murders of Charles Schmid. With Treat Williams and Laura Dern, but it's based on a real life serial killer. And Mary Kay Place is in it for Mary Hartman. Loretta for Mary Hartman.
She's shiveringly memorable.
Laura Dern is shiveringly memorable. This is how I know I was a weird kid because when like in high school, guys I'll be talking about what girls are hot. Do you know what I mean? And I'd be like, Laura Dern's quite attractive. She's very attractive and seems very mean. And they'd be like, what? And I'm like, I'm 11.
She's very mean.
Yeah.
Look, this was the director, Mike Stanley, appearing at a screening for the Attack of the Beast Creatures.
Oh my God. People actually won Beast Creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Also, I'm looking over on the other side to see what's playing, like contemporaneously with this. And Gung Ho shot in Beaver Falls, or Beaver County, is there. Pretty exciting. And
I figured that's where you were going to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, also, Police Academy and Police Academy 3, like, was Police Academy still out? I think they probably just shortened that. Also, The Money Pit. Like, it was quite a time to be alive there.
Okay, so let's get to the movie, Attack of the Beast Creatures. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the link is on the Groovy Doom Facebook page, or just go to YouTube and enter it in the search bar. I'm sure you'll find it. It's a nice, cleaned up version, though. So if you're watching the blurry one, go back and find the other one.
Yeah.
Or just follow the link on Facebook.
You want these beast creatures to be as sharp as possible when you see them. You want to see
the difference is night and day. Yeah.
You want to see the nuance of what they're made out of.
If you were nervous watching that trailer that this was going to look shitty like that did, it doesn't.
No. It looks beautiful.
So come back after the Beast Creatures, and we'll have lots more to talk about.
Yeah.
And